Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts on Tuesday, June the 10th. It goes to next Tuesday, June the 17th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out with different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on the channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome and great comments and tips that I greatly appreciate. First things first, I'd like to apologize for the lateness of the video. I'm working my 12-hour day shift today, and I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. If you're wondering why I have a little more score than you, take a look at the top right-hand corner of the screen. I have a 40% boost. Of course, I claimed 5% and 10% right off the current Season 21 Season Pass. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. The other 25% comes from drinking a score booster drink, which I did in the daily challenge video. It gives us an extra 25% of what we have already, so that's why we have 40%. Now, I did re-roll two of these guys. This one here was to complete a mutated event 3, and this one here was to kill mutated enemies 30. Alright, so I did re-roll those guys. Something a little bit easier, and so I just want to let you know about that. Alright, let's take a look here, Jim. With a floor, wall decoration, and a workshop or camp, 25. Alright, so you go ahead and claim any workshop on the map. Any workshop will do. The one closest to you, your favorite one. Once you claim it, you can go ahead and build your floor or wall decoration there. Or you could just build it right here in your camp, whatever you want to do. We're just going to build it right in our camp here. Now again, all depends on how long you've been playing the game and what you have available to you and what you can build. Let's go to our build menu here. Now, if you don't plan on keeping it, I usually recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources or something that you have a lot of. Usually mats and rugs are pretty good because mats and rugs are, the plans are fairly cheap. You can get the plan from claiming workshops, so a lot of us can build some sort of mat or rug that costs cloth or rubber, and usually a lot of us have cloth and rubber on us. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to craft some of these steel barrels here. I got all kinds of steel here, so let's go ahead and craft away here. And again, if you do choose to keep what you build, you know, nothing wrong with that either. You can go ahead and do that. Obviously, you got to keep an eye on your camp budget when you do build things in your camp. This is all I really do. I don't plan on keeping this stuff. I'm just going to plan on scrapping it anyway. Make a little wall. There we go. Now, when you do decide to scrap, you will get half of it back. And just be careful when you do scrap. You don't build them too close to a prefab or something that you don't want to scrap. I definitely have done that before, where I scrapped an entire prefab one time, and yeah, I was pretty mad. But just an FYI, you just kind of learn as you kind of go, but that's just my suggestion. Alright, there you go. Just like that, no time at all. Alright, let's see what's next here. Drink purified water, 15. So again, you can find purified water in many great spots in and around the wasteland, but I find it's a little more random. Really depends on the server that you're on, whether it'll show up or not. So to find purified water to begin with, I recommend visiting other players' vendors, okay? And a lot of people will have water cooler or water collectors near their vendor. Now, it's an unwritten rule here in the game where if it's not locked up, it's fair game, because everyone knows if there's something in your camp that you don't want people to lay their hands on, you lock it up. But if it's unlocked, and there's other things around it that aren't locked, then that means they are letting you take from it. So just an FYI, that's what I would suggest. And if you're really desperate, if you see someone with a lot of water coolers or collectors, you can always message them and just say, hey, listen, I'm just looking for some purified water for my daily, weekly challenge, and a lot of people will probably help you out. Alright, so we do have these vintage water coolers here. Of course, we get this from opening up the festive gifts during Christmas time. We will find the plan and players vendors from time to time. I highly recommend it. They're nice and small. You can kind of stack them on top of each other, and they look very pleasant. Again, they will passively collect 2 purified water while you play the game. Now, the alternate to that one, if we go to our build menu under water here, there we go. We have this one here from Season 19, Season Pass. Again, he's a little bit bigger than the vintage one, and he'll again collect 2 purified water while you play the game. But either one kind of works. Again, if you played back then, Season 19 Season Pass, which really wasn't all that long ago, you may have this available to you. Now, if you don't have either one of those, you may have these water purifiers here. Now, we actually get these very early on in game. If you follow the Overseer's mission when you reach level 20, just by following her quest line there, you will get the plans for these bad boys. So this one here is 2, 3, and 5. And if this is all you have, it's all you have. And this is all I had for the longest time until I was able to get my hands on the vintage one. And this is all I had in my camps. And again, they do require a lot of resources to craft and power, but again, it works, right? All right, let's go ahead. We're going to drink our purified water here. I got all kinds on me. If I can find where I put it here. There we go. Let's drink our 15 purified water. There we go. Drink purified water, 15 for 15. Done. We gave you all kinds of options there where you can find the purified water. I know everyone knows how to drink it, but just where to find it, especially for the newer folk. All right, let's see what's next here. Craft any plushie at a Tinkerer's Bench 3. So there are a couple of events where we can get a plushie plan from completing the event. One of those events is, of course, the Mothman Equinox. Now, so if you played the Mothman Equinox, the last time we had it, there's a good chance you probably had a plushie plan, so you can go ahead and read that, and you'll always have that plan. We can also buy plushies from other players' vendors. If I come up with doubles or triples, I'll sell them for like 50 caps each in my vendor, and they usually go pretty quick. Another thing you can do is you can buy them from in the Atomic Shop. Sometimes they do come up for fairly cheap, so you just go down here to your camp section, just kind of scroll down here. A lot of the plushies I already own, but it'll pop up the ones that you own, and it'll pop up with the ones that you can purchase, because sometimes they will be for sale just kind of by themselves, and so it's always good to kind of check. There's one right there, 300 atoms. Just kind of go along and seeing what's available for you, and sometimes they disappear, but again, sometimes they'll pop up. Just an FYI there. There are 2 events. There's Safe and Sound here at Middle Mountain Pit Stop, and Beasts of Burden down here at Sacramento Glades. So those are 2 events that happen, day to day, and I believe they're public events, and you do have a chance to learn or get a plan for a plushie from completing those. Alright, so of course we craft a plushie for this daily challenge at a Tinkerer's Bench here, so we go ahead and go craft. And we actually kind of keep scrolling down till we get to souvenirs right here. And this is where you craft your flares, you craft your beer steins, and you craft your plushies, alright? And most plushies only cost you cloth, sometimes cloth and leather, but mostly cloth. Let's go ahead, we're going to craft 3 of them here. Done, just like that. Craft any plushie at a Tinkerer's Bench, 3 for 3. Now, I'm just kind of going to add this in as a little bit of a bonus for the newer folk. When you craft a plushie that way, there's not a whole lot you can do with it. So if you go back to your Pip Boy here, it'll be under New or Miscellaneous. If we try to equip it, we can't equip it. If we try to drop it, it'll destroy itself, so you can't give it to your friend, kind of deal that way, alright? But if you are looking to build a plushie in your camp, you actually have to do that in the build menu. Okay, so you go to your build menu, it'll be under floor decor, and again, the floor decor section is absolutely ginormous. And I know for me, it's can be a little ridiculous kind of going through it. I wish they come up with a better way of kind of narrowing it down, but let's keep going here. But for me, it's probably about 3/4 of the way down. I just kind of scroll down until I get to the plushie section. I think it's coming up here. There it is right there. So there's our plushies there. And this is where we can craft our plushies for our camp. All right, so FYI there. There we go, just like that. All right, just in case if someone was kind of wondering how that's done. All right, let's see what's next here. Collect Stimpaks or Chems 20. So many great ways we can complete this particular challenge. We can find Stimpaks and Chems all around the wasteland. I find human enemies such as cultists, blood eagles, and communists will have Stimpaks on them. I'm not saying everyone will, but the vast majority of them do. Alright, so FYI there. One of the best spots I find is up here in good old Point Pleasant. So there's about 20 cultists up here on a good day. And there's a lot of chems just laying around, especially in the Mothman Museum, like in the basement. And again, between killing the cultists, grabbing the Stimpaks, and the chems just fighting around, I think the most I ever collected here was 30 in total. It was a good day. We did that probably about 2 years ago. It is probably one of the best spots for that. Of course, right here, Gilman Lumber Mill. Now, I know it's a small spot, but there's quite a few chems laying around that area. And the outside of Morgantown Airport, like down the runway, going to the quarantine zone, out front by the arrivals area, there's lots of chems just laying around over there as well. Now, we do have medical dispensers. Medical dispensers we can find at every train station, pretty much all free fast travel areas, the mall. Again, as long as you have the caps, you can buy them. Alright, that will also count as collect. Alright, buy them from the medical dispensers. Ghouls are a good source of chems like Radaway and Rad-X, right? So we have those ghouls just west of Vault 76 here in the upper lower parking lot. Eastern Regional Penitentiary, all kinds of ghouls just kind of wandering the roadway and the monorail of Morgantown. Every block and a half, there'll be all kinds of ghouls there. Down here, level 50 DMV building is a pretty good spot for ghouls. It is the Charleston Capital Building level 50 DMV side. And down here in Lewisburg, we were at a bunch of ghouls down there as well as just kind of chems like in around the rooftop areas, like where the Raiders used to be. And of course, the other way is you can craft them. You can craft them right at a chemistry station. Now, if you don't have a chemistry station, you're brand new to the game. The way you get one is when most people start the game, they leave Vault 76, they go right down here to Flatwoods, they go to the tavern. There are 2 little kiosks there, and when you interact with the kiosks, you'll do the very first 2 quests in the game, and you stay right here in Flatwoods. And at the end of those 2 quests, you will get the plan for the chemistry workbench. And also up here at Morgantown Station, which is close by, there's a chemistry workbench inside the station. And I would find 8 times out of 10 the plan is right on the floor next to it. So that's a pretty good spot there as well. All right, so let's go to our chemistry station here, and we're gonna craft them here. We're gonna go down here to healing. Now, most of us will carry Rad-X, Radaway, and Stimpaks on us. All right. Now we're gonna craft some Rad-X diluted ×2. And as you can see, all you need is purified water and the associated bag, bottle, or, needle, whatever it is there, okay? Now, if we back out here real quick, there is a perk card that will help us out here. If you go under Intelligence, that perk card is called Chemist. You get double the quantity when you craft chem, so let's apply that bad boy. And of course, again, under Luck, you do have the Super Duper perk card. Again, if you don't have a level 3, if you have a level 1 or level 2, then that's fine. Definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. But this level 3, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. Go ahead and apply that bad boy. Let's go back to our chemistry station here, and we're going to go craft. Go back down here to healing. And instead of 2, it's 4. So we double the quantity. But the requirements are the same as if we were crafting 2. And that is what the Chemist perk card does. So let's go ahead. We're going to craft a bunch of Rad-X here because I need that as a ghoul. Let's craft 3 of them here. Right, so unfortunately Super Duper did not kick in for us. Alright, there we go. So we're no luck with Super Duper at all, unfortunately. But again, it's only a 30% chance, but that's fine. But you saw how I crafted them, and they count that way. And again, if you're short on time, you can just buy them. You can clean out those medical dispensers. You can do it that way there as well. What do they have here? Yeah, all these perk cards have changed, and I was just starting to get used to the other change that we had from the other update. All right. Nice. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. We haven't even left our camp yet. Scrap junk to produce screws 15. So again, screws is a junk item. We can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft here at Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go bulk down here to the S section. So to bulk one spring. Is it springs? Did I read that wrong? I just want to make sure. Sorry, I'm kind of tired here. Oh, screws. Yeah, screws. Sorry about that, guys. So screws is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. Sorry about that. So we can't use that for screws. So let's go bulk here just so I can show you. I'm glad I checked. So under the S section here, again, we can do steel and we can do springs, no screws here. So again, we have to go out and try to find junk items which we can scrap to give us screws there. All right, so just an FYI there. There is something I do want to check here. We do have these. Where are they at here? Yeah, we don't get screws from that, do we? No, we don't. Okay, never mind. So we can still buy bulk screws from the vendors down here at the White Springs Mall. Now we can use the north entrance, bring us right down to the mall. You can use the front door entrance. It's just an additional loading screen to get down to the mall, and eventually you'll end up in the same spot. Okay. We have a nice little quote-unquote, no pun intended, screw farm here at the level 50 Charleston Capitol building. Again, it was back then, and it still is a pretty good little farming area for screws there, FYI. In the form of typewriters, hot plates, globes. Pretty good spot. So let's go to the White Springs Mall and see if we can find whoever is selling the bulk screws. So we can't bulk them ourselves, but we can at least buy them from one of these guys. Now I usually find Frederick here pretty good. Let's see what he's got here. So of course he doesn't have any screws. Of course he doesn't. Let's check around to the other vendors here. Check this guy here. What do you got for bulk? You got screws on your buds? Doesn't seem like it springs. Wow. Thanks for the help there. Let's keep going. Let's try this Free States guy. Come on, bulk screws. No. No bulk screws on that guy either. Wow. Wow. These guys are not being very helpful.
Welcome to
Not this guy sells bulk stuff, does he? No, he doesn't. There's one more dude that was good to check with. Oh, this, yeah, the Raider guy. Yeah. You're our last hope. Very last hope we got there, buds. No screws. Wow. Wow, I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. But let's take a look at the that typewriter here. So you see that typewriter? So you see in the middle one screw for the typewriter. Alright, let's buy it from him. Just so we can say we did. Okay. Does that fishing rod up there have screws in it? No, springs. Oh. Wow, guys. Wow. You guys really let me down. Not you guys, but these guys. Alright. Let's, yeah, okay, we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to bite the biscuit there. Alright, level 50 D&B building it is. Let's go. Get the old pepper shaker. It's gonna be a mess. Yeah, I'm glad I checked that. I apologize for that, guys. It's been a long day for yours truly there. 2:30 in the morning, going to the gym, then working for 12 hours. And then here I am with my friends. Alright, so level 50 D&B building right here. We are locked and loaded. And we are going to pulverize these guys. Cross our fingers. And we're going to be checking for typewriters, all kinds of great stuff. So let's go ahead. It would be a little better if we had like a more silenced weapon, but it's going to have to do. This guy glowing? Let's say legendary. Oh my gosh. This guy's not awake. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way down here to the other end. Make our way up that little ramp down there. Once we get past all these guys. Oh, boys. Because... just because we can. Get some more typewriters in here, so another one there. Alright, let's grab some stuff while we're here. Here we go. And I thought there was another typewriter here, maybe not. Alright, let's keep going here. Nice little hot plate over here. Perk. Nice lock and load. We're gonna head to the second floor here. And this is where the room is where the majority of the typewriters are. But we should be fairly close to the 15. This is a hairy spot right here. This is where they all like to kind of come at you there. There we go. Alright, so again, we'll keep an eye out for, so this room right here, right at the top here. Oh, jeepers! Simmer down there, you. Alright, so, these typewriters are stuck under here, so I'll grab all this stuff here. I saw a desk fan. Yeah, desk fan has screws in it as well. And, yeah, these typewriters are all kind of flung about here. And if you have a weapon like this, that's what can definitely happen. Sure, well... oh, yeah, there's a typewriter right there, Jim. Almost passed it, butts. And there's usually a globe in here as well. And I think it got flung somewheres. Ouch. Ouch. Can't even see anything. Anybody else? No? Okay. Let's grab some stuff here. Got a stupid light on, that's why. Alright, so I believe there's a globe in here. There used to be a globe. Oh, right here. Nice. It's a nice clean one, too. Alright, so let's keep going here. I think we're good, but we'll keep going. Just because... Alright, let's check in here for stuff. Another globe. Keep going down here. Ouch. Hi. I think these guys would learn. Oh, boys. Jump scare. Jump scare old Jimmy. Another typewriter here. Handcuffs. I think they got screws in them. Handcuffs. Nope. There should be more down here. Alright. Alright, so let's go here. We're going to head right to the basement. Right to the basement there, Jimmy. Oh, there he is, right there. Okay, the guy's not here. That's fine. So right in here, sometimes there is a little box of screws right here, and it's obviously not here today. Does it get flung? Who knows? Okay, so here's a little workbench here. So let's scrap this stuff up. Let's just scrap all junk. There we go. Scrap to produce screws 15 for 15. Done. Just like that. So we got enough here in this nice little area. Again, a little bit of a pain if you're lower level, but it can definitely be done. Alright, let's see what's next here. Wow. Alright, Cripple Scorch's arm, 18. So again, many great spots we can find Scorched in around the wasteland. Our good old Camden Park down here. Poseidon Power Substation, PX1. Power County Fairgrounds. Baby Withers Water Park. Palace of the Winding Path. Some of my favorite spots here is Somersville. Somerville's Dock. Any power plant that's in around here, like Poseidon energy plants, any one of those will have Scorched in around them. Right over here in Berkeley Springs, Jim. And outside of Fort Defiance. So many great spots there to find Scorched. Let's start our trip down here at Camden Park. So it took a little bit extra time. I was kind of hoping that you can try your servers again. Sometimes you'll be lucky, but sometimes you will run into that where none of those vendors have bulk screws in them. It's just the way it is. It doesn't matter if you pick them up or not recently. They just won't have them sometimes, right? So it really depends on the server that you're on. So with these Scorched, what are we doing to them, Jim? We are crippling their arms. You can free game for the arms if you so wish. Again, if we talk about using bats, again, if you have the perk card, Concentrated Fire, but you're lower than 5 perception, that's when you would use that. I guess they did a big change in these perk cards, and this is one of the changes. But if you have, what I was told, if you do have at least 5 in perception, you don't need Concentrated Fire anymore. So you can, switch your Concentrated Fire around from head, torso, arms, and legs. You can go left leg, right arm, left arm kind of deal. Just gonna aim for the arms here. Hey, where's this cat at? Oh, he disappeared. Maybe he ran off into the sunset there. Who knows? Alright, so let's go for the arm here. Oh, he's over here. Let's go for the arms here. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful weapon for doing this. We're getting her done anyway, as you can see it popping up on the screen there. Oh, he's coming. There he is. Yeah. Put his brave pants on there, I guess. See you later. See you in outer space, everybody. You guys on a one-way trip to Mars. Let's fly through here. Again, we're just aiming for the arms here. Oh, my lord. Oh, we got him. That body just came down now. Huh, that's something else, isn't it? I don't know where this other guy's at. Let's keep going here. Let's go to good old Tower County Fairgrounds. That guy comes around, we'll just take care of him. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Oh, he's up there somewhere. Got him. Oh, that kind of messed us up there. There we go. Again, most ballistic weapons, plasma caster, plasma rifle, bow and arrow, crossbow, the drill with a tanky build or power armor on. Shotgun with the Enforcer perk card under agility. Yeah, good stuff.
Responders, priority alert! On the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs. But the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. Alpha's location is unknown. We need to find and kill that Alpha one ASAP. Small attack, draw out that Alpha. Just make sure you bring a lot of bullets. That big Alpha is a heap of trouble.
Let's keep going here. There we go. Just like that. Alright. That's a lot of fun, isn't it? Alright, let's see what's the next ship. Alright, that's way too much fun. Let's go ahead. We're going to head back to our camp here real quick. And we're going to pick up some ammo before we do the next one here. There we go. We need a little bit more ammo for the old Lost because the Lost are quite tanky, I find. So, have some more ammo here. There we go. Alright, plasma cartridges here, Jimmy boy. Alright, there we go. Alright, awesome. Alright, let's take a look at the challenge here. Kill Lost 12. Alright, so again, the Lost we could find down here in the Skyline Valley region. Quite a few of them in around the Dark Hollow Manor. This is probably your best bet. Again, it's a little dark around there, so but again, we will find quite a few of them down there. Slumber Mill Motel. So they're not at the motel itself, but across the street here at that Red Rocket. And if you come here to the trading post, again, a free fast travel once we discovered. If you head directly south, coming up the hill will be 3 more Lost. Okay, now, the one thing you gotta remember with the Lost is there's a feral Lost sometimes in amongst them. The feral Lost will not count as kill a Lost daily weekly challenge, alright? So FYI there. So let's go to the trading post just so I can show you those 3 guys there. Here's the trading post here again, really dark in this area. Do you have your light on or not? We're gonna head right to the south here. As I mentioned, it's lock and load here. And there'll be 3 of these guys coming up the hill. They're right there, there we go. There's 3 guys right there. Alright. Alright, so let's go over here to Slumber Mill Motel. Now there's 5 of them down here at that Red Rocket, but I find usually one of them is a feral, which will not count, so we'll get at least 4 down here. Let's lock and load, because we're going to need it. So again, these guys are quite tanky, and they know where you are at all times. One of them will come around and flank you a little bit there, so FYI on that. Is he right behind me? Okay, I thought he was right behind me there. See how tanky they are? Crazy, eh? See you later, buddy. And there's the other guy over there. Get him? We did. Alright, good stuff. Awesome. That wasn't too bad. Alright, so let's pop over here now to the Dark Hollow Manor. Now, in order to get this icon to pop up, if you never did the Skyline Valley questline, you will have to start that at least, and I believe it's about 2 or 3 episodes in here on the channel, where basically that's when you'll have access to the Dark Hollow Manor. And that's when this icon will pop up for you, alright? So just an FYI, if that's not popping up for you, that's what's going on there. You'll have to at least start that little quest line. Okay, so let's go this way here. There's usually one guy over here. was pretty freaky, eh? Oh, wow. Another guy up here. Let's go get him. Okay. Ran out of AP there. Alright. Should be one more down this ravine here. There you go. Kill a loss. 12 for 12. Done. Just like that. Yeah, good thing we got that ammo. We needed it. Alright, let's take a look at these challenges here again here. Alright, let's head back to our camp here again. And we're going to put something to the test. Alright. So I did a video a few days ago in regards to fishing in the rain. Okay? And we used a snow machine instead of the rain. And some people have said the nuke zone works very similar, thunder and lightning. So weather stations have definitely been helping us out a lot in terms of fishing in the rain and fishing for more rare fish. So catch a fish while it's raining too. Okay, so if you don't have a weather station, you can check other players' camps, right? Because they may have one already kind of set up. So I have been finding that a lot lately. If you see a camp in around a body of water, just fast travel to it, and good chance it's either raining, snowing, or something there, in which will give you credit for it. So you can always try that as well. Now, in order to fish in the beginning with, you will have to get a fishing rod, which you'll have to complete casting off quest right here at Fisherman's Rest. Of course, that was last June 3rd, 2025. All right, so I do have a little video showing that, if you so wish. We just had that last week, just in case you're running into any issues. But that little quest is very easy to do, and that's how you get your fishing rod. Okay. Now, if you are having really bad luck, can't find any camp that has, rain or snow or something going on, and you can fast travel to different areas. You can utilize free fast travels, but that's really random. All right. Weather stations is definitely where it's at. It's going to help us out here. So my weather station is right here, and we're going to put a snowing one here. Let's store him. And these will be under appliances. So I do have a snow one here. And of course we did test this out in that video I made last week. If I can place this thing down here. Let's put it over here. There we go. We're going to have to wire him up, obviously. There we go. So he's activated. We're going to wait for him to snow. We're going to use our fishing rod. And hopefully it will count. So again, we did test it out for the fishing challenges. And again, it'd be the same area, but they're down here. We did test this out for Fishing Quest 2. Where we caught one of these we caught 2 sawgills basically in the rain. And we were using that snow weather station in that video. All right, and that's the main reason I wanted to show people. But I guess the thunder and lightning works just as good. Obviously the rain one works good. The nuke zone works good as well, from what I was told. All right, so let's go ahead here, and we're gonna go fishing. Again, don't forget, you will have to have a fishing pole. First off, we're going to use common bait here. Again, any fish will do as long as it's in the rain. And so I'm glad this one kind of popped up for us. Oh, oh, gee, we lost her. Oh, that must have been a good one. That's probably a good one, Jim, when you lost her. Ah, well. Alright, so there we go. Catch a fish while it is raining and it is snowing with our weather machines. So these weather machines have definitely are helping us out here for sure. And that's what someone had mentioned the other day. That at least the weather machines are finally paying off, because they're not cheap. I think they're usually run about 12 to 1,500 atoms by themselves here in the shop. So yeah, they're finally paying off. Another sawgill, probably. Yeah. And there we go. Catch a fish while it's raining, but it's snowing. Perfect. And that's what I would suggest. If you don't have weather stations available to you, just go around on a public server and visit other players' camps that are close to water like mine, and do it that way. As chances are, they'll have one of those weather stations set up, right? All right. Let's take a look here. Last but not least, we have this one right here. So this one here is going to be a little bit more of a challenge here. So again, buy an item from or sell an item to another player, 25. Now you can go ahead and re-roll this if you so wish, but I'm going to show you what it is you have to do. Again, we have all week to do this, so you can wait for a person to come to your camp and buy 25 items. That could literally take forever, okay? That could take all year. But what I would suggest is you find a camp that has selling a lot of ammo, all right? So let's go ahead. We're going to switch servers here to a public server. Go. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's go ahead. We're going to go open up our screen here. So again, buy an item from or sell an item to another player, 25. I recommend finding a camp that has lots of ammo, all right? So let's go along here. It's going to have V for vendor. It's going to have that little V icon. So for example, like this guy and this guy doesn't have vendors, right? So let's look for a guy, someone that has lots of ammo here. And the reason why is it's got to cost at least one cap, okay? If it costs 0 caps, it's not going to count. And you do come across camps actually that sell things for 0 caps. It is definitely a possibility. I have come across them myself. But I recommend there's lots of ammo there, so let's pop over this person's camp here. And hopefully they don't leave. And I know it's cheesy, but again, that's why I recommend just buying 1 ammo at a time. That will cost you at least 1 cap. And do that 25 times, and you'll be good. Where's this guy's, oh, there we go. Okay. Vending machine right here. All the way down to ammo. Okay, so we don't really use this ammo, but we do use the shotgun shells at times. So as you can see, 1 cap each. Again, it's going to cost you at least 1 cap. If it costs 0 caps, it's not going to count. So let's just buy 1 for 1 cap. Just to show you how that counts. See, 1 for 25, just like that. And that's basically what you do. You just go ahead and you buy 1 at a time. Just like that, okay? And I'm not going to go through all 25 because that will take like 5 to 10 minutes, but I just kind of wanted to show you that that's all you have to do. You don't have to buy something expensive. You can just do it that way, all right? So just an FYI there. So let's take a look here. So we'll consider that done for the weekly challenges. Let's take a look at weapon of the day here. We'll just use this person's weapons workbench. It'll be this Stalker's Tactical Pepper Shaker, plus 100% sneak attack damage. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge. Stalker's Explosive Lucky, dual barrel, plasma magazine, gunner sight, default appearance, 23 times 8 damage, 15 times 8 electrical damage. Takes plasma cartridges. It's in automatic mode. Very awesome weapon, especially lifting off those enemies. So you can use a shotgunner build or a heavy gunner build with this particular weapon. So we have Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner all maxed out. We have Sturdy Frame, Lock and Load's a good one, Grenadier, Bullet Shield's a good one, Fireproof just so you don't kill yourself. These random agility cards, these random luck cards. One gun arm is a good one for the for this type of build for heavy gunner. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confounded Bridge, Way Warner, John DJ59, Picker, Grin, Trent, Tony Watson, J Flow. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.